welcome to Jumping the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Sean Enough.
And welcome to the smoky end of Clayton, where my studio is. The first time recording in this studio.
Is it? I thought we'd done a show in this little room before.
Yeah, I say studio. Tim says room. He's right. It is a room. We've got a lot of tape and a lot of 2x4s and a lot of cords, and we've strung together some format, some form of a pod.
Because, as you know, Sean Enough, you're in your studio.
I've got no idea. No idea what you're talking about. I've got no idea what it looks like.
No, because you're over there while we're over here.
Yeah. Yes.
This is actually a deuce studio scenario.
A dualis.
Is that what?
So would you say you're in the sunny end of Windsor today in your studio?
Well, technically speaking, I am. But today, as you know, it's a smoky day.
Yes.
It's quite opaque.
Yeah, so I was saying that it's overcast naturally today. So does that trap the smoke in?
I guess so. I was thinking that the other day. I think it would cause it like a blanketing effect. You could imagine. I'm no expert, but you would think so.
Well, there's plenty of experts going around at the moment. We should just say half the country's on fire, and that's why it is smoky. Just for history. I mean, we all know we're living it right now.
Yeah.
But in the future, I mean, we've said on the podcast before that there were fires going like 3 or 4 years ago. It's bloody burning again.
Yeah.
And even in Jezbot's diary, 1994 edition, there's mention of fires. We're living through it, but we're not going to get bogged down in that conversation today, are we?
No.
Absolutely not. There's enough of that going around, and that's. I don't think it's our place.
No, well, you know, everybody does know that the soapbox and the most important place to do your rants is on Facebook. So stick the...
That's right.
Stick to that.
Yeah, and this is more of a fun time podcast, isn't it?
Well, it's
let's forget about our worries.
It's 2020, boys. It's the future. We're actually in the future.
Or should we start off with that?
Well, I think
And we might be.
Yeah.
We might be here jumping the turnstile, but it's still an escape pod in essence, you know, to escape from the bravado and the bullshitteries.
That's exactly right.
Look, we're a lot of things, and we saw the future coming. We knew 2020 was upon us, and we said, you know what? It's time for a rebrand. It's time to get into the future, be the future. Old is new, new is old.
Flying cars, hover skateboards. What else? Because
new name for a podcast.
Well, because what movie was spruiking that 2020 was the future? Where did we get that from?
Yeah, Cass looked that up.
All of them.
I think what's the one with Hal? Is it Hal? Hal, the computer? I can't do that, Michael.
Isn't that 2001? A Space Odyssey?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
that Space Odyssey was in 2001.
Yeah, that was way off.
Okay, 19 years off.
So,
hey, still beyond 2000.
That's right.
You do the math.
No, you do it.
That's number one.
So that's number one.
That is number one.
What's your new future number, Sean Enough? Like we had 2020 for so long. Have you got a new looking to
a benchmark?
Yeah. What's the next?
Well, I think it's no secret. Anybody that listens to the podcast in depth knows that once we got beyond 2000, I lost count.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, as soon
I grew up thinking beyond 2000 was going to be like Back to the Future, and when it wasn't, I was severely disappointed. You know, Y2K, let down, all these things. They never really sort of amounted to anything.
Yeah.
Like you say, we don't have the flying cars, we don't have the hoverboards. Mainly, we don't have the hoverboards.
All the jetpacks.
All the jetpacks, that's right.
Oh, jetpacks!
Well, we do have
jetpacks are almost there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I do hear it in your voice. You're a bit disappointed by the future, and now you're not going to put a benchmark of. I'm saying, mine's like going to be 2050.
Oh yeah,
2050.
I'm going to say the year 3000. Right. Is mine.
Well,
but Sean's out. He's out at 2001.
Sort of but we used to put numbers on these things when it was a positive thing to look forward to.
True.
You know, when what we were looking forward to was flying cars and food replicators and all these things that would make our lives better.
Yep.
But over the time, we've realised that all these small improvements probably haven't served to make things that much better. the things that we have to look forward to are probably pretty morbid, and now the number isn't worth fudging up. You know, like 2050. What are we really thinking?
Are you
about
saying
now?
we should deal with the now? Like, let's not put our focus on the future. Let's deal with the problems that we're dealing with today.
Now.
Because
Well, yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I don't
want to put words into your
I don't
mouth.
have a number now. I don't have a number now. Like, what's the next one? What's the next one?
This is the thing. It doesn't matter about the future and all these flying cars and whatnot. And I don't want to bring it back to the fires, but just a sort of, just to be looking at it, a couple of months of fires, and it really turns to the shit. I mean, you can't even charge your phone, and it is 2020. It seems a bit off that it is the future now, and it doesn't. We don't really have the thing like.
We are doing a podcast.
What's the thing being shit sorted?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know. It does seem that way, but in many ways we do have things sorted. You know, like internet recipes. How easy is that?
Yeah, it is pretty easy.
Like back in the day, you had to have a cookbook, or if you were lucky to have a handful of cookbooks.
If you could read.
And yeah, that's right.
What Sean's really trying to say is that now he can choose his own porn at his own leisure. It's not so much the recipes. That's maybe his code for internet porn.
Well, although it's speculated to have negative repercussions on society as a whole, I don't know. I think that's probably one of the better things that's come of technology.
Instant porn.
Just basic common access to pornography. Like it's like
But it's not. It's not only the porn. The porn always starts the technology, as we've discussed before. Like, when can you fuck it? But I've been.
Does it though?
I've been purely watching on YouTube. Cars getting crushed by machines. Good fun things like a button factory. I think you put me onto that, Sean. Like, have you ever seen a button factory? And I hadn't, so I looked that up. And it starts. Yes,
like
it
all the
starts
marbles
with
getting
porn.
made.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do marbles get made?
Exactly, but we can find that out right now if we just look it up. And yes, it starts with smut and porn, but it does end up being purely entertainment and some free content.
All technology. Like, the future isn't. Like we say, it's not all doom and gloom, like, by any means. As you said, we've had lots of cool things come from it. We haven't got the flying cars yet, but I read last week that Turkey is getting military drones with machine guns attached to them.
Oh, that's handy.
Yep. And also another topic that's we like to talk about on the escape pods, a feces-related subject.
Of course.
In the future, councils will deploy pooper-scooper robots to find and detect and automatically pick up your dog's poo.
Okay, so that's the future, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not currently doing that. So basically what they're saying is that the rule is you've got to pick up the shit, right? So they're making a future prediction that we will not pick up the shit. They'll have to design a robot to do it because we won't do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. Like, if you're going to design something, I think that's something that needs a solution. I'm all for taking responsibility for your actions or your dog's actions, but there's nothing cool about picking up your dog's shit.
I think picking up shit is cool. I think it shows that you're a part of the community, and you're not going to let all the shit wash down the drain and then eventually into our storage. And yuck, it's gross.
I mean,
pick it up.
I can roll with that. I can roll with that, Jezbot. I'm down with even picking up rubbish. I'll pick up a bit of rubbish. I don't care if I look like I'm like picking it up to keep it for whatever reason. I'll just pick it up, put it in the bin. Sometimes if I can,
you pick it up.
Yeah, and so I'm down with it, and that's why and that's the sort of the ethos that I try and when you kneel down to pick up the dog's poo and and it's not cool. It's not nice.
Actually, I always do turn my back.
So far, you're not selling it to me.
If there's a car coming, if I have to pick up a deuce and there's a car coming, I always turn my face so that they can't see who I am. But I was going to say, just on the drone, on the poo drone, padrone. I'll think about it. But can we put something in the programming where it's not fueled by the feces? Because then it'll get a taste for it. If it can't find the feces, it might turn. It might turn on us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
It's a good B-grade movie.
The next best thing. Yeah. But anyways, the Pooper Scooper robot's called Beetle, and its sensors will also allow it to avoid any obstacles in its way and stay within a set perimeter. And they'll be owned for private use as well.
I'm down with that. I did let my Pooper Scooper broke, right? And this is actually my notes. On Christmas, I was trying to find a new Pooper Scooper, and they're all sold out everywhere I went.
You're joking.
But I did have a good 15-minute sort of saunt around Bunnings trying to make people say Pooper Scooper. I went to the front desk eventually and said, where's your Pooper Scoopers? And so I don't know. And so she had to call up the gardening, and she was like, Cheryl, where are the Pooper Scoopers?
Oh, that's always funny. Like asking for an obscure item and then trying to guess which department it's really from.
True.
They have no idea. I'll tell you this much: it's not
in gardening.
No, it's not.
No?
It's not in gardening. It's not in 56.
It's not in cleaning.
It's not in cleaning.
Is it near the rat bait and the snail?
I did go over to that section. Nothing in the cleanup. The point is, I had lapsed on my picking up poo.
Is it near the shovels and other spade-like devices?
No, it's not even in the cleaning aisle where all the brooms are.
Okay,
it's nowhere to be found. But so there was a bit of build-up due to the hot weather and Christmas and New Year's and all the busyness we've been going through.
Hot shit.
There was a little bit of shit lying around. And, I would have liked to have a little bit of a drone / lawnmower.
Turd bot,
yeah.
Yeah.
And it mows your lawn.
Well,
and it mows your lawn.
Why not?
What does it do? What does it do with the shit once it's collected it? Where does it take it?
It's like your solution for the plastic problem, Tim. It just really mulches up the shit really fine and then sprays it.
And so we're going to be sprayed in feces.
Yeah, well, it's a fertilizer.
Okay. Do I need to have shit sprayed on me by a robot?
Who doesn't?
Me.
Everybody needs a wake-up call every now and then.
Yeah, that's right. It's a fucking wake-up call. Get sprayed by robot shit.
Apart from the robots taking over, Sean, do you feel like 2020 is going to be a prosperous new start? Where are you at? Where's your head at?
Listen, I want to be as positive as I can about the future. There's a lot of negativity going around these days. There's a lot of bad press going around about the future these days. Like, sure, it seems like doom and gloom, but if you're just going to get your head stuck in the sand about it, well,
it's going to bog you down.
It's going to bog you down. Negativity breeds negativity. So, well, what do I think? I don't know. I don't think much. I just want to think she'll be right, mate. She'll be right.
She'll be right, mate. Well, the bloody cricket's on. She'll be right. Yep.
No. I'm not talking about ignorance. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about being sidetracked or deluded. By anything. But
distracted.
But it is hard to. It's distracted, but it is hard to get a gauge on how things will be. Like it's obviously with all the doom and gloom with the fires and whatnot, and it's absolute tragedy that it's just beyond a scale that that's hard to sort of comprehend, and it's hard to ignore. Even in like this lefty inner city suburb and the places covered in smoke or whatnot, it's just something hard to avoid. But apart from that, we've got like Trump's bombed Baghdad International Airport a few days ago.
That's a good start to the year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that when I read that, I thought, geez, that's bad news. And obviously.
Yeah.
True.
But they've been pretty chill about it. I've read a few things, and I know it's hard to get a gauge on the truth in the media these days. But apparently they're like, well, we've got no issue really with the American people. We just really want to bomb the shit out of Trump, that arsehole. And so everyone's like, I think they're about to put him on like a little boat and send him out, but give him up, yes, so to speak. But but what else is going down?
I tell
what
you,
else is going down?
Well, you did have a positive start to the year. We were fortunate enough to spend our New Year's Eve with you, Cassie and I. We did kick off the New Year's in a positive way. It was
very positive.
Well, can I just say I got a text message from you guys at around 12:01 of everybody dancing around with ferns on their heads.
Oh, that was the forest. That was the forest.
Well, it was like that. It was like that scene. I don't know if you're familiar with the Young Ones, the old British Young Ones.
Yeah, I remember the Young Ones.
Yeah, so there's this episode where they throw a party, and it's like exactly how the setup was. It was just like the five of us that were just hanging out in your backyard, just talking shit and having a barbie, and it was all really chill. And then it was like at 11:45, the pub must have closed or something, and then Sean's house just turned from a chill experience to fern like
wearing
ferny glade.
Yeah, it was a disco forest, and I think the basic idea behind the principle of the forest was to get the fuck in the forest. And that was a thing. The forest was a thing. Excuse me, I'm just choking on my tea, which brings me to another subject. But that was great. Thanks to a bit of help from some good friends, we did have a good time, and we did bring in the new year in a positive fashion.
We did.
But speaking about this tea, I've been drinking. I'm like an avid tea drinker, and I've been stepping it up lately. And it's probably about time that I sort of came out and said this in an open forum.
Okay.
Just to get it off my chest.
We won't judge, man. Just like whatever you got to say, you just put it out there, and you've got friends here. So I've been drinking so much tea that I've decided to step it up to the extra strength tea bags.
Okay.
And,
so what? Wait. Hold on.
T2.
Are you doing the tea bag relay that you?
Oh, well, it's funny you say that. That's not.
So
you're
going 2 extra size, extra strength tea bags in your cup at any one stage. This is what I'm asking.
I'm gonna send you a photo over the forum. I wonder if I can.
You can send it to my phone.
That'll show you the current setup that I've been running. It's a dismal display. It reminds me of a scene I saw on a television show that I've been rehashing. It's
Stargate Atlantis.
Stingers.
Oh, Stingers.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, we can hear it.
It's in the 90s, and there's lots of like harem references, like younger sisters getting the cop sisters' money and.
I don't know if
doing hate,
Yeah. And anyways, it's kind of like that because I'm running extra strength tea bags 3 deep. 3 deep.
3 deep. Because I'm a T2er, so I put 2 tea bags in my tea.
Just to confirm, you can check your phone any second now, Relic, Timmy Taco.
Oh, now there's a lot of tea bags.
No, that's too many tea bags. That's too many tea bags.
Oh, do you think so? Because I'll tell you something.
That's one too many.
Well, there's 3
You would think that.
There's 3 tea bags, but if they're extra strength, that's 6 tea bags in there, essentially.
Is it?
You would think so, but brings me back to my point.
How are you sleeping?
I think that the Dilmah extra strength tea is a bit of a farce,
right?
Because I've been on the Dilmah extra strength, and they're pretty good. I like a Dilmah. I think a Dilmah is a good tea. But recently, I got the Twinings extra strength, and by God me Jesus, I nearly fell over. That was a strong cuppa.
Oh, that's the Twinings.
It fits in the teapot or cup. The flavour it rolls through 2,000 holes, and by golly, it makes you sit up.
Do you remember that ad?
Yeah, all right.
For the sake of the podcast. We've played that on the podcast.
Talking about tea. Yeah, right.
So you like
2020. Let's looking forward.
You like a cuppa?
I do like a cuppa.
You'll have a cuppa?
Yeah, I do like.
I like a cuppa.
How many?
I like a cuppa.
What flavour cuppa you got?
Yeah.
I'll have a cuppa.
I like a cuppa.
I should say, just on, is that something you purchased yourself for a present for Christmas? I know we're not going to talk about Christmas, but I should do
the Twining's extra strength.
Yeah.
I got myself some shopping.
Yes, it is actually.
Well, just for the sake of the pod, that was my segue to say that my beautiful darling wife did get the Christmas present I insisted on, which is what you're hearing, the dulcet tones of Jezbot's voice. A new Rhodes podcasting microphone.
Oh, yeah, you got the mic. You said you were going to get it on the pod, I thought.
Yeah. And she did it.
She did it. Yeah, she did it.
So thanks for that heads up. Sorry, Tim. Short enough on saying you should get this mic. It's a pearler.
It's a good mic.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you get for Christmas apart from tea bags?
I got some nice thongs, for wearing around in the summertime.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, for your feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
I like a good thong. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more of a brief.
I'm hearing Tim that I'm hearing that he didn't get any presents.
You didn't get anything. Yeah.
Nah. Hell no. I got that. I got a nice jumper. and some. I got one of them. them toiletry bags that have lots of little things you. Soap.
Them ones.
Moisturizers.
Yeah,
and they have all sorts of stuff.
Right. Like a fold out.
Well, it was come in handy. It's a cooler bag that was full of those sort of toiletry products, but the cooler bag could be used for carrying beverages.
Okay. It's the double up. It's a double
I'd say so.
Was that Johnny? Was that Johnny that got... that John's your dad, isn't it?
Yeah, Johnny.
What did Johnny get you?
Johnny got me a nice T-shirt and a drinking game of card, it's a card game that I was looking at last night. That looks like just a mess. I think it'd get you absolutely debaucherized. So we should get amongst that one
it's
time.
It's like get a bottle of champagne and scull it. Then drink a bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
Game on.
Stick the champagne up your ass.
Yeah, no, it looks like a bit of fun though. Get amongst it. Don't recommend drinking too heavily. If you're going to drink responsibly. But it's good to drink. If you're going to drink, have a good time while you're drinking. Because it's
I should go in the past to Sean Enough New Year's Eve and give him that wise piece of advice.
I had a great time.
Vanessa went to the doctor today. She has a bit of a cough. And she wants to try and clear it up before she's back in the office because she doesn't want to be that person, in the office.
Fair enough.
And the doctor, she went to a new doctor because the one across the
Here we go.
He's a fucking quack.
Yeah.
He said to her, so just after the checkup, have some over the counter cold and flu tablets. So that's all he can really prescribe there. But he also said, now you're a woman, so how much do you drink? She said, I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of drinks here and there, to like a little bit of a drink.
Tipple over a tinny maybe.
And he said to her that
a
woman her age should only drink one drink a week.
Oh, be careful, mate. Come on, this is.
And then he started running down the cancer list. You got your face cancer. You got your kidney cancer. You got your eye cancer.
It is bad news, isn't it? It's terrible for you.
Well,
it's terrible for you.
Look, how many drinks are you actually allowed to drink?
Well, it's the same question. How many eggs are you allowed to have? How much cholesterol are you allowed to have? Is soya good?
Are we on or off red wine at the moment?
None.
Remember the news reports used to always say, you can have one glass of red wine a day. That keeps the nose cancer away. So what is?
They said it was good for your heart health. They went back on that though. They've decided that no amount of alcohol is good anymore.
So we're off that.
They first said that one glass of wine a day was good for you, and that was it. And then later on, they said, I remember them. They said no, and a beer. You can have a beer is good. A beer a day is good for you as well. And everyone was like, sick. And then just recently they've turned around and said, it's all just real carcinogenic and it's not good for you.
Yeah, we were lying to you.
I think it might be something like if you're needing to ask how many am I technically allowed to have a week, it's
No.
it's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I think,
And you're probably going to want lots.
True.
yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, no one's going into the doctors and saying, "Doctor, like, how much broccoli am I technically allowed to eat this week?"
exactly.
You know.
Yeah. And that's what happened to me the last time I went to the GP. It's on a former skate pod, actually. But, I just wanted to get a bit of a health check. And when
you did it. You did a bit of a checkup.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to get a 7-point blood test. It checks your cholesterol and all these different stuff.
See, this is a good thing. Leading by example, and that's how you make a positive change in the world.
Hey, look, and I'm an advocate for getting your prostate checked. I've had to.
I know you've
said sound effects here.
You asked me many times.
Nevertheless, when I said to the GP, she asked me, "How many drinks do you have a week?" And I said, I don't know. Like last night, I didn't have any, but the night before, I had like 7.
And the night before that, 28.
Yeah, but look, she was not impressed, and she was actually concerned. But it's more that, look, she was a young doctor. I don't think she's ever gone out and hit it. I think if 2 drinks a week would be really weird for her, but for us, not so much. I don't know. I need some help.
First stage is admitting you have a problem.
Well, that's true. That is true. It's hard. It's a hard one to admit, though. And you've got to draw a line on
in the sand.
Or draw a line somewhere that says, well, how much of like growing old am I willing to sacrifice for having a good time now?
All of it.
Yeah.
Do you know? I reckon,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I reckon we've been ripped off with this. The first thing is admitting you've got a problem, because I think Aussies have taken that on the wrong way, and they're kind of saying everyone that I know comes to me and says, "Yeah, I drink too much. I think I've got a problem." Everyone, everyone says it. Okay. I drink too much. I drink too much, and it's kind of like now it's a bit of it's an easy cop out, isn't it? Admitting it to everyone that you've got, because everyone in Australia has. It's like breathing air.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's like pants.
Where I live, everybody wears it on their shirt front like a badge of honour.
Exactly.
Like a t-shirt,
and almost anywhere in Australia. That's Australian culture, and And in some places, like even country towns, if you're not on the piss, you're just like
yeah, we basically get more piss. Basically get more piss than a urinal.
All right.
About time we had a joke somewhere in there.
It says,
true.
And topical. It says Aussie is breathing in smoke.
Okay.
Boo.
Yeah. Well, boo.
Oh, Winnie Blues.
Look, just a bit of I've got to see my notes here, and just saw something about the losing. I don't like to talk about dreams, but seems that we all subconsciously, or maybe it's sort of like a hive mind, but there's something within humans that we all have the same dream. Doesn't matter if you're from America, Australia, the Middle East, or bloody China. We all have the losing the teeth dream and the I didn't wear my pants to school dream, right?
I know that one.
So when you have the I've lost my teeth dream, is that like what they were describing in the Matrix movie, where when you see a cat,
it's like a glitch.
If you see, if
you see a black cat cross you,
you're in the Matrix, and I think that might be some sort of subconscious message that the dream world has put in our brain to say when you're spitting out your teeth,
that means death.
Well, it means
we're all dream dictionary. It always means death or snakes.
It means money, apparently.
If you see snakes, it means
money issues. I heard that.
Money issues. You've heard
money issues. If you're worried
but why would we all have the same weird, bizarre dream?
It's funny you mention it. I've had a losing teeth dream. Yeah.
Okay. I think because we all lost teeth at some stage in our life, so we can relate to it. It's like this possibly. Memory. It's like your childhood trying to escape the confines of your mind, of your memory, and it manifests itself by saying, "Remember when you were trying to get out of your own head, right? And you're spitting up your
own
childhood. You're spitting up your childhood." Yeah. So it's like, am I going to be mature? Am I going to be able to support myself? Will I need money? And that's
I think it's more of a coming of age thing and realizing the
well, they say
the impermanency of everything and your own mortality.
Yeah, well, they say with the flying dream that you're finally letting go. You're letting it, unfold. You're letting the impossible become possible. You're
taking control of the lucid.
That's right.
Okay, so what's the message like the one I had last night? I don't like to talk about dreams, but you're all in it, and it was a bit of a weird one. But it was non-sexual whatsoever. I swear to fucking God.
Okay, good.
But we're all... Jesus, there was like 12 of us dudes all in the shower together. And well, it's like trying to describe a dream, isn't it? It's like, but the main feature was I was very embarrassed about being in the shower with 12 people. 12 of my mates.
So you should be.
I usually have nice dreams, but this time, geez, it was just laden with blokes.
Okay.
I love those dreams where you find yourself in a perfectly normal dream scenario, which is completely abstract, but you've got some sense of a sane mind still, and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I was trying to show in my dreams if I pick up my phone. Have you ever had this one where you can't actually control the phone properly? Like,
I've had that.
I'll be trying to pull up a photo, but I can't get the link,
or you can't dial a number,
or you can't like get into the app.
I've had that. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that's the new one.
I've had that on many a Saturday night.
Yeah, true. Now, so we were talking about the glitch in the Matrix earlier.
Yeah.
And
like 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, but coming back to that I think I might have discovered a glitch in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And funny thing happened to me. No, it's just so we can all relate to it. It's like when you pull up at the lights and you're on a motorbike and the other guy's on a motorbike and you do the nod.
Yep.
They go, yep. Motorbike.
Hello.
Have you noticed that in your life, Sean? Two motorbike guys, they nod.
Yeah.
Well, I went to get Japanese ramen chicken katsu ramen last night.
Oh, don't mind a katsu.
Yeah. So I picked that up and I thought I won't get delivery. I'll just pick it up myself. And as I was coming out of the establishment with my bag, the receipt was still stuck to the bag. And a dude in a leather jacket was coming in, holding a bit of paper himself. And he looked at me and he gave me the old motorbike nod.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of acknowledgement.
Of acknowledgement saying, yep, we're both Uber Eats deliverers.
Oh, there you go.
I'm picking one up, you're picking one up. G'day, mate. So I think that might be the glitch. The new glitch.
Oh, the system. Uber Eats.
Well, it used to be the motorbike nod. Then you go, oh, I'm in it.
Well, I did have that at Bunnings.
Program.
I had that at Bunnings walking past a dude that was me probably in 30 years. He still had a long ponytail and shit up at Bunnings. And we gave each other the old, hey, how you doing? Still got the ponytail. He appreciated me.
Oh, so was it a Bunnings nod or was it a ponytail nod?
Ponytail nod.
Okay.
Does that come with a little flick at the end? Like a...
By the way,
yeah.
Ponytail's going to be gone within the next 2 weeks.
Is it?
Oh, look out.
Yeah,
you
fresh it up.
Fundraiser.
Nah, just cut it off.
Oh, right. That's
I don't want anyone to be able to use my hair, the DNA in my hair for the future.
Fair enough.
I've just sent you a...
what are you going to do? Put it in the compost?
I've just sent you a message there, Sean.
Well, make a wig so you could always put it back on if you want to look like that again in the future, but you don't have to grow it back.
Well, I'll predict the future. I've just sent you a text message with a photo of Jezbot. I just found on my computer of him with short hair.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
If you'd like to see...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who's that?
It's you.
When?
I have no idea.
What the fuck?
Short hair. Yeah. Have you got that there, Sean?
See, this is good here, having me separate from the room, because it kind of gives me a bit of us a bit of perspective on how the audience or the listeners would be responding to something as visual as this, and it's quite it's ineffective
Okay.
I can't see anything.
All right. Well,
I texted it to you, so you should receive the text. Sure.
I'll speak a word picture.
So this is we'll make it interactive now. So everybody send your phone numbers in, and right now you're about to receive a text. That's not a bad format, though. We should look into that.
Yeah, we should look into that.
But I reckon when I get the text and actually get to see it, that I'm going to squeal.
Okay.
Which
You've just
brings me to our next publication.
Yeah.
A publication that I read last week in New Scientist, that recordings reveal that plants make ultrasonic squeals when stressed.
You see? Just like the lobsters when we chuck them in boiling water alive.
Of course they're conscious. They've been alive longer than us, and they've got all these awesome ways of reproducing. It's pretty intense how they've sorted all their shit out, and all these different species. There's got to be some element of, but that just doesn't throw a spanner in the works.
Well, but also, like, I've noticed that on a very hot day, if you spill a cup of cold water onto concrete, the concrete squeals.
It does. It really does, doesn't it?
It does. Have you heard that?
I've definitely heard that.
It could be bubbles, but it could also be pain. So maybe everything's alive.
Well, no, but anyways, that's the colleagues at the Tel Aviv University in Israel found that tomato and tobacco plants made sounds at frequencies humans cannot hear when stressed by a lack of water or when their stem is cut. Microphones placed 10 centimeters from the plants picked up sounds in the ultrasonic range of 20 to 100 kilohertz, which the team says insects and some mammals would be capable of hearing.
All right.
And even responding to from as far as 5 meters away.
Jeez.
Sure. Well, I can see that if a plant gets broken and then it's easy access to the sap, a bug would really want to know when to get into that easy access, wouldn't it?
Oh,
or to the contrary, it says here that a moth may decide against laying eggs on a plant that sounds water stressed.
You see?
Yeah.
So they've got it sussed. They're in the future. The moths.
Absolutely.
So is that telepathic, or is that they're all hearing it?
They're hearing it.
Well, they're sensing
hearing it. It's just
the moths have
different
ears?
frequency. As you know, like the audio frequency is much broader than we have the ability to hear, and if, it's just like wavelengths of light and whatnot.
Sure.
Well,
bats don't have eyes, so
they see like bloody
radar. Oh,
yeah.
What was that in the background there, Sean? Enough?
It sounded like a faucet.
Did it?
Was that in your?
Because you've got a housemate,
You've got
don't
a
you?
ghost house, don't
Yeah.
you? Oh, did your housemate? Did you clean up before she got home?
Oh, yeah, fantastically. Had a little bit of help, and it looked a treat, actually, in the end.
Now, your housemate...
It was a little bit like the old spray and wipe ad. You know that one?
Montage.
Yeah, my housemate's scared.
Close, I've got to take a dose. Gotta get her clean, because she's really mean. If I don't get this, she's gonna kick my dick down.
That fucking smells like shit.
Service.
Yeah.
Sean, enough clean stuff. And he likes to get it rough. He scrubs and scrubs and scrubs some more. Can you see me out the door? So thank you.
Sure enough.
No, did you? Can you just
how much this is clipping?
Can you give us the lowdown? I know your housemate got cancelled. Cancelled for what was the festival she was going to?
Falls Festival.
Falls. So
didn't they get cancelled? Yeah.
So she was going. How pissed off was she?
I don't know. They were away for ages, so
because
I did time to cool down over that event.
Well, I had a question. Was if they get halfway through the festival, so they did the first day and then they cancelled the second and third. So technically they're halfway through. Does that mean they don't have to refund the money?
You do the math.
Was there no refunds? I could have just said.
I've got no idea. I've no idea about any of that. Yeah.
Is she home? Did she just pop out there and ask for us?
I just got that picture of Jezbot here.
Okay.
And bring it back to the visual element, but that's pretty funny.
All right. All right. I'm going to do some notes from my head from Christmas. And I know we're not doing a Christmas special or anything, but these are some of my notes that I can remember. Lady steering car with her tits while texting with both hands.
That's a skill.
So I was walking the doggos, and dead set, if she'd had a ciggy in her mouth,
it would have been a trifecta.
Yeah, but seriously, she was just steering with her tits, bigger lady, and not looking at the road whatsoever, while texting with both hands.
I like that. I'm pretty familiar with the steering with the knees. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure we've all done it.
While you're
while we're texting with two hands.
Always opening your stubby on your seatbelt.
Yeah, true.
That. The seatbelt is the perfect bottle opener.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, man, like this is on day before Christmas, and he's like obviously getting his house ready for Chriso. And he's like out there, he's got a ciggy in his mouth, but it's completely burnt out, one of those ones.
Right.
He's whippersnippering, no earmuffs, no eye goggles, no shoes. And he's hacking away at this grass, man, and he's just like, it was 45 degrees, it was...
that takes me back to our childhood when our brother Steve was doing the same thing with no shoes and whippersnipping, and he whippersnipped his foot. Remember that? I think I've cut my foot.
Yeah.
Blood was
How did that go?
Well, he came in and said, I think I've cut my foot, and he sure enough he did. But they took him to the doctor, and because he's like Cro-Magnon man foot, like never wore shoes.
Yeah.
Like tough, like calloused feet. And it was actually on his big toe, and you know how like your thumb goes. So imagine it, like a bigger version of that, but on your foot. And the nurse broke something like 3 or 4 needles trying to pierce the callus, like the skin
for a stitch.
I swear to God, Mum will be listening to this, going, "It was 7 stitches. It was 7. It was 6."
It's funny. It's a funny story though. I actually put my foot underneath a ride-on lawnmower and had 6 stitches on the big toe.
Yep.
That was a good one. So I can sort of relate. But I was wearing some Nikes.
Right. It went through your shoe.
I was only young. I was probably 12 years old. Yeah, it went through the shoe, and but it was a ride-on lawnmower. I got stuck under a tree. Had to get off, and as I got off, I put my foot under the mower.
Oh, that's kind of smart.
Yeah, it was okay. It was like one of those things that when it really hurts, it doesn't really hurt. You know.
Yeah, sure. Sean.
Yeah.
Look, we've been talking for about 2 years now, and I think this is our 2nd year of podcasting. I've never heard about any of those.
I thought you were talking like hypothetically, like for this afternoon. This is like we've been like talking. It feels like we've been talking for like 2 years. And
no, it's flowing. It's fine. Even though you're not here, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying your company, I should say. But what else are we going to find out this year about Sean Enough? Like the crazy adventures, Tim?
I don't know. Sean, don't you mean?
Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully there'll be a few installments of Sean Enough Does Stuff.
Okay.
Because occasionally I does it. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about podcasts, hopes and dreams this year. Last year we fell short. What was it, Tim?
No, I think, okay, so last year we were in your studio and we set a goal for ourselves of 100 podcasts for the year. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Well, you had to think about that.
Well, but we failed.
No, we fell short of 5 episodes. So we nearly did it. We very nearly did it.
That's not so bad.
It's a win.
That's not so bad. Aim for the stars, and you might land on the clouds. In the clouds.
So we're going to do 280 episodes this year.
This year we're getting up to. You know what we do? We just do shorter episodes. We do like 10-minute episodes, and we release 10 of them a week.
Yeah, that's true. Is that cheating?
Split them in 2.
Split them into 10 parts.
If that's, we could like technically, if you say that, and that now they're going to be half as long, we could technically say that we actually have made twice as many episodes. So that would therefore double your catalogue hypothetically right off the mark.
Okay. Yeah. that sounds like more editing on my part.
It really does.
I mean,
Tim's in for a shit show this year of editing, I'll tell you that much.
And I can't bloody wait. But I think we'll reach 100 again. I reckon that was a realistic goal. We got pretty close. I reckon what we do is
it's realistic. Especially if this format works out.
Remote recording.
The cyber sexual version.
Yeah, but can we fuck it?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that we discovered. Look, I called Sean a couple of days ago, Tim, and we talked for an hour non-stop, laughed the whole time. Sure. He wasn't here. I wasn't there. But we got a podcast out. We really did. But we didn't record it.
There was no listen. There was no.
So I think if we can really get this format down, a remote recording, like we can all stay at home and record, and we don't have to go to Tim's every fucking time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's right. And therefore, extending the fantasy, the podcast fantasy, that anybody can live the dream. It's how
fucking dare you?
That
sounds like a diss, mate.
Don't get it twisted. It's very, very accessible.
Yeah,
yes,
all you need is a $2,000 recording microphone.
All you need an iPhone as well. You some microphone stands.
Some stands.
You get the tape.
I'll just say that sitting in front of my own studio setup as well. But but you know what I mean. But another thing that I want to do this year is get some nice clothes. Hopefully.
Yeah,
I probably won't. I probably won't.
Can I just say that you were wearing your special ski jacket.
The special jacket.
Your 1980 jacket.
It's a mountain bike jacket.
Every time I see that jacket, I get very envious. It's a jacket I like.
Do you like it?
I do like it.
It's a Jason and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. Is it Jason?
It is. It gets a lot of compliments. It's actually a mountain bike jacket, which is strange.
And it rolls up into a little bag, Tim.
Does it?
Yeah. It like inverts into itself and turns into a little bag that has that you can either put over your shoulder or it has little clips to go onto the crossbar of your mountain bike. Wow. So you can just leave it hanging there.
Oh, is that why it's so fluoro, so that people can see you?
You see your dead body.
It's got actually, a reflective strip on the back, which I think is, for the purpose of riding.
You were reflective, dude. Don't worry about it. I was calling you Errol Flynn the whole night. It's like, I don't know why, man, but you just have a way, don't you?
With what?
Just the world.
Okay.
Away with the world.
Yeah, just like Errol Flynn did, you know? He was a man of his time. Well, he's a 20s guy, isn't he? Or is he? Oh, he's more 60s,
40s.
50s. Yeah.
Wasn't he?
That's true.
Because you almost said them all.
I tell you what, it's thanks. You do the math. I'm glad it's the 20s.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, we're in the 20s.
We're in the 20s.
Never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. Did you ever think that you'd be alive in the 20s?
No.
Yeah. So does that mean I can?
I know it makes perfect sense, but I just never saw it coming.
Is this going to be a resurgence of ska and hats and
Tommy guns,
big band, all that nonsense?
Yeah.
Let's take some.
Let's take some heroin.
No, but the reason why I said I want to get some nice clothes because I read an article about some studies done at Princeton University that stated that in a split second, clothes can make the man or a person more competent in the eyes of others.
True.
Yeah, and also it's like back what we were saying with the head nod. When I wear my carpentry pants, it makes you into a carpenter. People think you're a
okay.
So wear the pants that you want to be.
Yeah. Okay. So can you still buy happy pants?
If that's what makes you happy, wear the happy pants.
Wear the pants that make the man.
So I won't wear a short. I won't wear shorts because I don't want to be seen as a guy that wears shorts.
Yeah, true.
I said it comes down to that it's based on or partly based on subtle economic cues emanating from the person's clothing.
Okay.
And these judgments are made in a matter of milliseconds and are very hard to avoid.
Right.
Is this why people spend their wad or blow their wad on, the
a gold Mickey Mouse T-shirt.
I don't even want to know what the product names are. Hugo Boss?
No, that's aftershave.
You got your... I've never even bought
your
a pair of...
Burberrys, your Louis Vuittons,
Louis Vuitton.
your Gucci's.
A confession, I've never owned a pair of Nike... Nike?
Adidas?
Nike.
Haven't you?
Never.
You're wearing some.
You've never owned a pair of Nikes.
They're Skechers. I'm wearing Skechers.
Yeah, you are too. I've got on my Adidas.
No, I just won't. I will not be bound by brand names and that millisecond. Hey, if you want to judge me on the pants I'm wearing in that millisecond, hey, I don't want your judgment. I don't need you as a friend.
You're wearing tracksuit. That's because he's wearing tracksuit pants right now.
With
That's fair enough.
Bunning socks.
Socks, yeah. And a super dry branded T-shirt. No, he will not vouch for sponsors.
Well, Cassie bought me this, and I was disappointed. This went straight into the work bin.
Did it?
Yeah, because I won't wear this out.
No,
You won't wear the super dry.
Nah,
okay.
because it sounds like a beer. It
sounds
sounds like I'm into beer.
You are.
That's what my GP says.
Yeah.
Also, it goes other ways as well, like wearing your high-vis in the pub at 10 a.m. in the morning. Like you go in there in your trackies and people just think, like, what the fuck you doing here, you drop kick. But if you're in there in your high-vis, they're like, that bloke, he's earned himself a beer. He's been working hard.
Oh, yeah,
do you guys buy your gear, like your techno gear, what do you call it, recording gear, based on that as well? You have to have brand names. Like, you got to have Technics. You got to have
a Rode
Sanyo.
podcast mic.
But those, often when it comes to music stuff, those things, like, they have a reputation because they're
they
good.
benchmark their reliability. So I wouldn't get a Behringer anything.
Behringer's a gun, isn't it?
It is now.
It is.
They used to be useless
too.
No, they're not. No, they're good. They used to be useless, but now Uri Behringer's been stealing all the old patents from the old really expensive synthesizers.
Right.
And these are the things that are overpriced because they've got these boutique reputations.
Okay.
But they're amazing pieces of equipment and they're hard to come by. And he figured out that they're all out of patent. Nobody had recertified the patents, so it was all open fodder. And he went in and he's reproduced. He started off with one, which I actually purchased. It was a copy of a Moog Model D, which they retail for about. You can't get them for less than $3,500. And but they're also a benchmark in techno and whatnot as for good bass sounds and other sounds. And it's a monophonic synthesizer and analog synthesizer. And he did that one, and it was such a success. He's gone and done nearly everything. He's remade the 808s. And
is this Barry Behringer?
So does he wait for the patent to run out and then steal the patent and make his own cheaper version?
Or does he buy the patent?
No, he didn't wait. He realised that they were all already out of patent. All these synths were made in the 80s, the 70s and the 80s. And they were out of patent. They hadn't, and the companies that made them for some reason hadn't.
So it's like
whatever
as soon as it runs out, it's everyone for himself. Like, have at it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay,
and so he's made them, replicated them circuit for circuit.
Speaking from experience, the day that Viagra went out of patent, it was, you can just start doing generic. So if you remember back in the day, oh God, forget it.
He's gonna give us a Viagra history.
Nah, I'm not.
Do you remember when they were blue and they only got you hard for 2 hours?
All right, so
tell me more.
Here's
the patent ran out, and then they made one that lasted for 2.5 hours.
It doesn't matter because we're editing all that out. Doesn't matter. Here's some notes. I'm just going to say some fake names. I'm trying to think of fake names just for future projects.
Okay.
Also, ideas for pitch this. So
pitch that bitch.
What about this?
Dundell Richardson. That's a fake name.
Dundell Richardson.
That's a fake name.
That's pretty fake. All right, fake names. Vicky Gumpthner.
Vicky Gumpthner.
I think I worked with Vicky Gumpthner on the at the Flippity Sticks.
J.D. Handleback. Nope, that didn't land. Fulton Bryce.
Oof.
Fulton Bryce.
No?
All right.
He sounds like a dentist.
Garnett Buntler.
Have you looked these up to make sure? Have you cross-checked them?
Yeah, true. See, yeah,
this is straight off the dome. Straight off the dome.
This is what I say to all people that create new projects.
I'll tell you something, right? There's not a Fulton Bryce, but there is a Bryce Fulton.
Oh, is it really? Can you give us a... Yeah.
Bryce Fulton was a Scottish footballer who played as full-back. He was born on the 7th of August in 1935, and he made 213 appearances in the Football League for Plymouth Argyle.
Gibble Huckstone.
Gibble Huckstone.
Yeah, or Dallas Sumpner.
He's got about 7 more pages of these, so like...
Wait, one more. Wait, I like Cranmore Noland Hammersmith.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
I like Clan.
But then on the bottom of his list, Jeremy's just got Brody.
Because I was going to do it. Because I didn't know, because it was like Brody Gumpthner. Brody works with everything. Brody Gumpthner, Brody Handleback, Brody Bryce, Brody Buntler.
It does, really.
Brody Raven.
Yes.
Brody Nolan Hammersmith. I think once I'm going through my list of things to talk about, it signals the end of the episode. And it's I'll tell you what, it's been an absolute goddamn pleasure being in the Clayton studio, the smoky end of Clayton studio. Mm-hmm. We'll call it Jezbot's hotspot.
Okay.
And look, this is a format that we can continue. Hopefully it worked out. Hopefully you were recording.
Yes. Yeah. Did you have the recording light on there, Sean, enough?
Oh shit.
Well, I think next time I'm gonna do some sort of a iPad, Facebook, or FaceTime. So we'll set it up so we can actually see each other.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Bit of visual response, and it's always good to see you lads.
Yes.
Yeah, and also with you.
Well, I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Jezbot.
And I'm Sean Enough.
Happy 2020. Jump in the turnstile. See you on the other side.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through 2 at a time.
Jumping the turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take me. It was like a ninja.
Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile. Jumping
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again.
Whenever I believe I don't have to do it, but I do it, I get away
Because there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some fairs in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times. Jumping.
Turnstile, instead of just paying the $2.25.
I have to do the technique. I pull the turnstile back. Like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. Just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.